This a bad man tune. I promise you. This shit lit, cuz. This shit lit. Alright? Run that joint.
Niggas looking for the light. Me and my niggas prepared for the dog. Yeah. So we gon' get it on for the last days, nigga. You already know what it is. 140 for the rubber.
They in the building, we in the spot. We can go to war and see who make it out. Earn your stripes, dog, you with us or not. We can get it on when it's on, it don't never stop. First you get that power, gotta hold it down. Watch your step, boy, you on holy ground. They in the building, we in the spot. We can go to war, let's see who make it out. It's a problem, tell them pop ball. I die for, I let my colors fly, ball. For a nigga take me, they a drop dead. AR, clean them up like a mop head. Say he cool, he bad, he really so tough. They like, damn, look what he did, it really go rough. Little bitch think she Kiki Palmer, silly hoe. She know I'm that bull, but I ain't from Philly though. From the city where they say about that ribbon like petty poops. Know them niggas plotting, gotta deal with me. Can't catch me slipping, got to steal with me. Just left Alabama, bought a chopper from some hillbilly move. He made my life feel the blade. Leave them all bruised, come through like a plague. Rebel off the leash like a dog out the cage. Call me Johnny Blaze on One West May. Watch your step get stretched like a limousine. So my brother bring that blade back wet, that's my enemy. Little nigga, this that cult, need to talk. Niggas know I got blood in my cup, I just sip it like it's grenadine. They in the building, we in the spot. We can go to war, let's see who make it out. Earn your stripes, dog, you with us or not. We can get it on when it's on, it don't never stop. First you get that power, gotta hold it down. Watch your step, boy, you on holy ground. They in the building, we in the spot. We can go to war, let's see who make it out. Tell them niggas good night, here come the bitch. Look, told them niggas get right or get left. U.P.K, bad man, I pin to your flesh. Hellboy, rip the soul out of dead man shit. Got the rate, the power, I been the showstopper. Yeah, they might hate, but I know they gon' watch. Zone on lock, and you know the flow prop. Iced out, got the drip out of David Jones lock. Know I got the plan, they say that you the man. No shit, Sherlock, I'm the one you heard about. Burn down the building, let them all watch. Throw that One West up, then I swear about. Sick with this shit, I do not need a detox. He don't watch a step, blow him out them Reeboks. We taking over, I'm sending the word out. Can't see me, little nigga, I put you in a bird box. Look, it's One West practical, gladiator, maximal. Creep on them slow, but that Glock fire rapid. All I want is more power, more straps to blow. Ain't got excuse for no car, he gon' have to go. They in the building, we in the spot. We can go to war, let's see who make it out. Earn your stripes, dog, you with us or not. We can get it on when it's on, it don't never stop. First you get that power, gotta hold it down. Watch your step, boy, you on holy ground. They in the building, we in the spot. We can go to war, let's see who make it out.
People who are in front of us, thank you for coming. To ask them what today want to see, because as I said, you are the custodial, see a change and be change. The question is, can our young persons how they navigate to become an educator in this 21st century where we've got AI that's ruling the roost, well, soon to rule as most, and our young black males, it will be advertised and that lead us to think and believe that there is no hope for us as there is a line to saying about sports and music, and that is the way to go, because that's where you can see yourself. So I'm going to bring you to that place now where I would like to open the floor, especially to the young men, and I know you're not really shy.
When you were talking about the school system, I was doing some research not long ago actually, and if you look at how the school system was set up, back in the days there was a thing called SEN schools, special educational needs schools. What they would do is they would send the black children to these special educational needs schools, and there's nothing wrong with these children. When you look at the percentage, about 75% of them was run within these schools, and there's nothing wrong with these children. So in these schools, it was stated that they sent them to these schools so they could basically prepare them to survive and not to excel. So they were sent to these schools so they could end up doing dead-end jobs once they get older. So they couldn't get no qualifications. So the whole system has failed black people on the whole. Also, it was also failed black children. So what they would do, they would do the IQ test, and they knew that these kids came from the Caribbean, so they would use certain words that these kids wouldn't understand, and these certain words they didn't understand, they would use that to say, yeah, these kids are dumb, we send them to these special educational needs schools. Like, for example, in England, they call it a tap. In Jamaica, they call it a pipe. So now they would show them a tap and say, what's this? The Caribbean children would say a pipe, and they'll say, no, wrong. So this is why we need our own teachers who can teach our children, because why? White teachers ain't going to teach our children. And this is why we're here today still having these same conversations that we've been having for 50 years and 60 years and 70 years. Even when you look at schools today, when you look at these boarding schools, who's mainly in there? Black children. When you look at these schools, which is for so-called naughty children, who's in there? Black children. But what you'll find with schools is, when there's white children who misbehave, oh, they got problems at home. So how come we don't get the same treatment that we've got problems at home? And this happens everywhere. Also in the book, so they said that whoever controls your education controls what you do after you leave school. So this is why what happens, most of our children turn to crime, because why? They can't get the qualifications, because the system failed them from when they was infants. If someone could get me Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 12, and this is biblical. Now the people that we're dealing with, we think we're dealing with just people being racist towards us. Now, man, we're dealing with principalities, we're dealing with the educational board, we're dealing with all the people behind the scenes that you don't see, and they've put things in place so we fail. So we look down on our children, oh, you're not smart enough, you're not this, you're not that, and it's not their fault, man. Half the time it's the teachers ain't got the time to teach our children. So now when you look at the schools that we go to in the ghetto, when you do have teachers of other races there, really this wasn't their first school that they wanted to work at. They wanted to work at maybe at Oxford or somewhere, but they couldn't get that position. So they come here, and what do? They're just here for the money. They're not here for our children's education. So what do we need? We need black schooling, man. We need more black teachers, more black head teachers, which sit down and speak with the parents, which sits down and help these children. Because in these schools, what happens? When children misbehave, just go to the back of the class, not realizing that this is our children's future. So when you send them to the back of the class and don't care about their education, once they become 16 and 17, they don't have the grades to get into college. That's right. They can't go to college, so they don't have the grades to get into university. And then what happens? We get trapped in the system where we end up committing crime, and then we end up going to jail, and we end up losing our life that way, going down that road. So what do we need? We need more black leaders, man. And thanks to Commanding General YAHANNA for I.S.U.P.K, we're raising black leaders all over the United Kingdom, man. Right. But if I could get the scripture real quick, this is Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood. So we ain't dealing with flesh and blood. We ain't dealing with a man that's coming to our face and being racist and pulling out weapons on us and so forth. We're not dealing with flesh and blood right now. Go ahead. But against principalities. But against what? Against principalities. We're dealing with things we don't even see, man. Principalities, people who run the courts, the educational board. I heard one of the brothers say on the panel that said white people helped him more than black people did. The thing is this, things like that, you have to remember these people took everything from us. So what they're giving you back is a crumb of what you're supposed to have. They're giving you back a crumb and you're meant to have the whole cake. So they can help you with that crumb, because they've took the whole thing from you what rightfully belonged to you anyway. Right. Go ahead. Against powers. Against what? Against powers. We dealing with powers, man. I mean, do you think out of all us black people, which is all over the UK, that we can't set up businesses and we can't do these things when we're smart people? So why we got all these shops and we've been here from the 60s? That's why? Right. Because there's a system in place that doesn't want us to get these shops, man. Right. There's somebody behind the scenes that don't want us to get these shops, don't want us to get these businesses, right? So they send you to these special education needs schools, because if you went to a good school, guess what would happen? You would end up getting a mortgage and not renting. So they have to do that. So you have to keep giving them your money, and then that keeps them rich and keeps you poor. They can't have us on the same playing field as them. So they have to keep us poor so they can get rich, and that's how it goes. So they ruin that with education. If you want to keep a man poor, what do? Ruin his education. And where does education start? In school. So if they send you out of that school where you're supposed to get education, as you get older, you ain't going to be able to get what you're supposed to get. Go ahead. against the rulers of the darkness of this world. Against what? Against the rulers of the darkness of this world. Against the rulers of the darkness of this world. And the rulers of this world currently right now is the white man that runs this world. He's behind the scenes, man. He's behind the curtain and he's pulling all the strings, and this is why we're in the position that we're in because of him. We look at each other like, oh, why can't we do this? Why can't we do that?
Why he did that?
We allow the white man to pull the strings and we get from them. When that happened, I said that I get a lot of support from the white man more than the white man. Let me give an example. I'm a social worker. I'm a okay. I went to Birmingham City Council, and the lady behind the desk was a black woman. Yes? And I said to her, I have an appointment with the chairman of housing department. She said, who said so? I said, it's my dad. I have an appointment. You see how you're talking? She never called to have an appointment. The Medicare appointment. I had to ask her 3 times. 3 times to call the man, let him know I'm here. Fortunately, the man passed me, and he said, Lester, why are you here? I'm waiting for you. This same woman, she was a doorkeeper. And that was my own color. So I'm going to see the white man. I did read in psychology, and I have to fight psychiatrists to keep bringing all black people out of prison. Why? I learned because when the white man challenged me and said, you have the experience, I can say, yes, it is. I have the experience, not only written, but practical experience. So I'm saying, we here want to give you young men the opportunity. Come forward, listen, ask questions. I don't hide. I'm retired for the last 13, 14 years. And my daughter-in-law just said, oh, are you still working? I'm working because I want to help my black people on a journey. Because I wear the shoe. I feel the pinch. And I understand not all of it, but I appreciate some of the things that you guys do. I do believe it. And I want to help. I can't help it on my own. I need your help to help me, to help you.
Shalom, Israel. The I.S.U.P.K is hosting the Lord's 55th annual Passover with a all-access pass to the Lamb Slaughter, all-black party, scripture breakdown class, kids party, the Lord's 55th annual Passover, and the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Get your all-access pass at ISUPK.com, starting with April 17th events with the Lamb Slaughter at 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. in North Carolina. Make sure that you get involved. Make sure that you're in the house at 1921 Strickland Road, Clayton, North Carolina. Followed up on April 18th, Thursday, the all-black party, I.S.U.P.K concert series in Durham, North Carolina at the Durham Armory. Last year we tore it down, and this year it's going to be a whole movie. Then Friday, we have the kids party with a petting zoo. On top of that, it's going to be held at the Sky Zone Trampoline Park with virtual reality included. Get your all-access pass at ISUPK.com. gmail.com. In the evening, General Mahaiman's scripture breakdown class. You already know we got the heavy hitter in the building, and it's going to be at the South Square Event Center. Make sure that you're in the house starting at 7 p.m. in Durham, North Carolina. Then, April 20th, the moment you've been waiting for, the Lord's 55th annual Passover. Make sure that everybody's in the house, and it's being held at the last Black National Fairgrounds in Pittsboro, North Carolina, starting at 6 p.m. Also housing an actual slave quarters, which you will be able to go and take pictures and video footage in front of it. That's 191 Fairgrounds Road, Pittsboro, North Carolina, April 20th, starting at 6 p.m. with doors open at 4 p.m. for a brunch. Make sure you're in the house on time. Then April 21st, Sunday, is the Feast of Unleavened Bread at the Haiti Heritage Center, 804 Old Fayetteville Street, Durham, North Carolina. Make sure that you are in the house. If you have not booked your hotel room, there are still a few rooms available at the Millennium Hotel. Check the number. Make sure that you call. Rooms are only available while they last. The Lord's 55th annual Passover, hosted by the I.S.U.P.K.
All right, Shalom. You know what I mean? Most High in Christ, and we're there. We're saying Dungle Bar 160th episode on the end, as usual, doing what we do. You know, big up to everyone in the chat, like, share, subscribe. Big up to Rakal, Yasha'Allah, Sha'ara. You know what I mean? Big up to Bathawa Na. Big up to Ahawa Bar. You know what I mean? Big up to Kamala. You know what I mean? Support the show. Salakia. Like, share, subscribe. You know what I mean? We do it every Friday night, 9 till 8, on the ends. Got my main man here, Dungle Bar, the two wolves. Slacky Dungle Bar. Baraki, I got the link as well. Salakia, I'm mute as well. Yeah, mute. Your mic's muted, Salakia. But we're there, I got the two wolves here.
I sent it to him. He goes, he probably won't be on today. He goes, they're jamming him up at the slave.
Oh man, devils,
he just
man.
phoned me now,
Please.
so he goes, he probably might not make it in.
Devils, man. Trying to jam man up, man. You know, big up to Obadiah as well. You know, big up to everyone in the UK, man. Make sure you come down as well, man. Also, Salakia, in the UK, we got holding class tomorrow in Leicester. Let me get the flyer up. Salakia. We're gonna have an event in Leicester. It's gonna be boom. It's gonna be 5 till 7, Maidstone Road, Leicester, LE20UA. It's gonna be at the Caribbean Centre as well, so make sure you're there, man. 5 o'clock till 7. Make sure you're there at the Caribbean Centre, Maidstone Road, LE20UA. So make sure you're there, man. Bring all your questions. You from Leicester, Nottingham, in fact, anywhere in the UK, man. If you're from there, make sure you come through. It's gonna be a blast. Bring all your questions, bring your family, anyone Israelite born, make sure you come through, man. You know what I mean? Also, pay your Passover fee, pay your tithes, get your hotel book that flight. Passover's gonna go down this year, man. Black party, get your black garms, do the whole nine, man. It's gonna be lit, man. It's lucky done. But anything you want to chime in on before we start?
Make sure you're coming down tomorrow to Leicester.
Come on.
Captain Mashok's gonna be in the building, man. Make sure you're coming down tomorrow, man. See Captain Mashok in the flesh, man. You see him in Leicester. Listen, if you didn't see him in Birmingham, see him in Leicester, man. Listen, if you didn't see him in DC, you see him in Birmingham. You didn't see him in Birmingham, you see him in Leicester, man. Come on down tomorrow. It's going to be a heavy class at the Caribbean. What's it called? Caribbean Community Center.
Caribbean Community Center.
Community Center. You're going to have brothers from Leicester there. You're going to have Ariella there. You're going to have Radar there. You're going to have brothers from Leicester there, man. And everybody else that's in Leicester, Nottingham, Derby, all these areas is close by, right?
Or like East Midlands, isn't it?
East Midlands. So Leicester, Nottingham, Derby, Birmingham. Come on down, man. You're going to have a whale of a time. You can bring any question you've ever wanted to ask in your whole life. Bring them tomorrow, man.
That's right, man. Bring the family. Let me put the flyer up real quick as well, man. Make sure you're there, man. It's going to be lit, man. You get me? I.S.U.P.K goes to Leicester, man. You know, we got a nice little nice classroom going on. You know, but make sure you bring your family. You know, learn, man. Get your questions written down from now. Get your questions all written down from now. Make sure you fire away. You know what I mean? And make sure you behave yourself as well, man. Because security is gonna be tight too, man. So lucky we don't play that, man. Security is gonna be tight as well. So yeah, man. So lucky, bear with me a second. Man, hit the wrong button, Dongle. But I can believe that shit. There you go, man. Tomorrow, 5 till 7. You know what I mean? The Caribbean Center, Maidstone Road, Leicester, LE20UA. Make sure you come to that, man. Women and children can come as well. All you gotta be is Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian. Bring all your questions, man. You know, anything you want to know. Don't take our word for it. Don't take our word for it, man. Black man, you better ask them questions, man. Ask them questions, man. Come, support. You know what I mean? Give a donation, and let's do this, man. So, what's the one this week, man?
Boy, this week stories have been slow, man. I think this week everyone's talking about what? Diana Abbott.
Diana Abbott. What happened? Some MP man said something like she needs to be shot, and she'll make him hate all black women or something like that.
She makes you want to hate all black women. So, and then Rishi Sunak came and said, yep, he apologized. We should forgive him. We should move past it. And it was crazy to see, man. He said they hate all black women, and Rishi Sunak just dismissed it. Meanwhile, all Wiley said was, the Jewish people are robbing me, and they took his MBE off him, man. And they didn't want to move past that. They didn't want to move past what Wiley said. Like, they didn't say to Wiley, you know what, we'll move past what Wiley said. But this man, people's like, give him back his money, man, and get him gone. Rishi Sunak didn't want to do it, man, which lets you know that what? This country is a white man's country, and Rishi Sunak works for the white man. That's what it shows. He had the cheek to stand there and say, the party that I'm a part of isn't racist because I'm in the party, and all of that stuff. And I was like, damn.
We're gonna get into that as well, man. But you know what I mean? We start off with a couple light topics first, and we're gonna get into it, man. Anyone in the chat as well, man. You know, make sure you call 079 607 46784, 079 607 46784. I put the number right there. Make sure you call that as well, man. You know what I mean? So lucky Dongle Bar, man. Have you ever pot and butt before in your past life?
All the time.
That's madness. Slacker. Let me show you the video, Slacker.
You're not poor anymore. You don't have to eat bun.
I'm not, but I like it. I put some away for tomorrow.
This is what you said you used to have in Jamaica.
For breakfast.
For when?
Monday morning before we go to school.
Oh, God.
We used to warm up the crispy bun with gravy. Fully belly and gone to school. Nothing like it because it's sweet.
Mum.
Boy, listen, Dongle Bar, it's too much for me, man. So lucky. Listen, ain't no one more Benjamite than me, man. But I think she's gone too far, man. So lucky. The pot bottom's too much, man. Take it down, man. So lucky. The certain things that used to happen when you're young, and as you get older, you just don't do it no more, man. Like corned beef sandwiches, you know what I mean? Chicken foot, man. All the things. Listen, all the things what Benjamites cook, because you know we're suffering and we're poor, but we make it taste nice, man. But certain things, Dongle Bar, you gotta let go, man. So lucky.
Nah, man, that I could work with that, man. She goes, yo, you have that with some gravy and you fill your belly, man, then you go to school. And he's like to her, oh, you're not poor no more. Listen, man, we think we're all of a sudden rich. Listen, I eat the bottom of the pot, man. You don't think the bottom of the pot? Well, you won't eat it now.
Nah, man. Because you know what? It's not really rice. It's all clumped together. I need my rice individual. You get me? Separate. You get me? I can't be having my rice. Or like you can literally hold the whole pot bottom in your hand. It's all clumped together, man. I can't do it, man. I used to, but nah, I can't, man. It's so lucky, man.
Nah, man, you break it up with the spoon or the fork, and you just put the gravy on it, man.
I would still, even you break it up, it leaves like chunks or at least little squares. You can try and break it up as much as you can, but it's not for me. I don't know, to each his own, but nah, I'd rather not, man, if I can help it, man.
I'll do it, me. Get me, listen, Grandma scraped the pot here, and you know what's crazy? She scraped the bottom of the pot, and the bottom of the pot's clean, if you get what I mean. That's how you know it was a good rice and peas she took, man.
You know, it's a good rice and peas you cooked. You can tell by look how she's put the video on again. Look how she's scraping the bottom. And listen, the pot was clean, man.
Listen, the way she scraped the pot, the muscle metal in that rice, man. All I could hear was big clink, man. She went play, man. She was scraping that pot, man.
Mum, you're not poor anymore. You don't have to eat bonbons.
I'm not, but I like it. I put some away for tomorrow.
This is what you said you used to have in Jamaica.
For breakfast.
For when?
Monday morning before we go to school.
Oh, God.
We used to warm up the crispy bun with gravy. Fully belly and gone to school. Nothing like it because it's sweet.
Nah, man, dog, but you can't justify that, man. So man, that's too much, man.
The crispy bun. Nah, man. Listen, the crispy bun. You see, well, it is. I understand some of you brothers and sisters wasn't born in Jamaica, but hey, Tizarpo and Shami, get me Tizarpo, get me Tizarpo, tell them about the crispy bun. Get me to trying to say you can't eat the bottom of the pot. Listen, the bottom of the pot's good, man.
Nah,
I'm telling you.
Come on, even times when I go, I eat the bun that. Get me?
This is what I'm saying.
Oh, listen, speaking of rice and peas, did you hear what Getz was saying about rice and peas? What
did he say?
Oh, I got shut up here, man. Listen, I almost had a heart attack, man. This brother's Caribbean, I think he's from Grenada. And oh man, this is what we're saying was disrespectful, man. So luck, yeah.
I'm jollof over rice and peas. Like personally, I don't.
That's a very strong statement to say.
I don't care.
Okay.
I don't care. I'm gonna keep it 100. Like,
all right.
I'm gonna wax jollof. If I come home and there's jollof in the fridge, and there's nothing else to go with it, I'm gonna wax that. If I come home and there's rice and peas in the fridge, I'm gonna look at it, go upstairs, and go to bed. Yeah. That's what I'm gonna. I don't care who wants to come for me after this. I don't care. I'm talking from my own experience.
Okay.
Yo, the disrespect, man. The disrespect. Listen, if you're dissing rice and peas, you're not only dissing Caribbeans, man. You're dissing Hispanics too, man. Because Hispanics eat rice and peas too, man. So lucky. That's how you know that we're the same people, man. Even the things that we like are similar. And this man said he likes hammer food, jollof rice. Jollof rice, over rice and peas. Listen, I don't know what to say, man. To each his own, but so lucky. I don't know what to say. Some sellout, man. Listen, we're going to take away his black card, man. We shouldn't support, bro. We shouldn't support your music no more, man. If you side you're on, man. Salakia.
Listen, he just wants his African fan base. That's all he wants. He just wants the African fan base. Everybody knows that jollof rice is. I don't even know why people still have this argument. Jollof rice or rice and peas. One of them you have to flood with tomato sauce, man. You have to flood it with tomato sauce to make it even edible. Now, our rice and peas, listen, man, nothing ain't topping rice and peas, and you know how you know? Because everybody goes to Caribbean restaurants, and everybody don't go to African ones, man. No one ain't in a hurry to eat pounded yam.
It's lucky not go back. To our point, if both in Jamaica, but even he don't fuck with the pop bottom. So lucky. This
is what I'm saying, man. This is what I'm saying, man. Real. Listen, I'm like the grandma, man. Usually I like the one that was like, what? You're not poor no more. Listen, man. I'll eat the bottom of the. Listen, you see when the next feast day when we make a big pot of rice, usually give me the bottom of the pot. I'll have the. I don't want no one to throw it away. Give me the bottom of the pot. I'll take the bun home. Get me. I'll put some gravy on it. I'll be eating that for the whole week. Get me. I'll take the bun home. It's lucky. I think it's a question about sardine.
Okay, sardine's lawful, right?
Yeah, come on.
Your brother asked sardine lawful. Sardine is lawful. Sardine got fins and scales, so it's lawful. You can eat sardine. I wanted to show a video, man. You said something that was deep, Dungabar. You said that people go to Caribbean shops, but no one's crazy about going to African shops. And there was a Caribbean shop, quote unquote, that opened up freshly, man. You heard about it in Manchester?
I think I've seen a glimpse of the video.
Yeah, it was a Caribbean supermarket, but it was Africans. Africans ran it. And even they know that they had to call it a Caribbean shop in order for people to go. I saw first black Caribbean supermarket. I was gassed, like, yo, I gotta go there, man. And as I started talking in the advert saying, it's a wonderful place, to go. you know, you can get your best jollof rice here, and your best food for like what? As Africans, even they knew. They didn't say best African shop. They said best Afro-Caribbean, man. Because they know to make people go, they got to put your name on it. They got to put your face on it, man. If anyone can find that for me, send it to me, man. I lost the video. It's a luck, yeah. Well, yeah, man. Ain't no one eating that.
I can't believe... I still can't get over nobody wants to eat the bottom of the rice pot.
Nah, man.
That's what I'm saying, man. You like have become rich in this kingdom, I see. Everyone's become rich in this. Listen, everyone's forgetting what was eaten back in the days, and the bottom of the rice pot with the corned beef. I see everyone's forgot about that. Listen, man, I remember it. I see everyone's forgot about that, man. Ain't nothing wrong with the bottom of the rice pot. Listen, you see how she scraped it as well? It looked clean, like it weren't burnt at the bottom. You see?
Listen, the only way I scrape a pot like that, yeah, is I'm cleaning it. That's the only way.
Don't trouble the bun. Don't trouble the bun here.
That's what I'm saying, sir.
Don't trouble the bun, man. I don't know what y'all talking about. You have some trouble with the thumb. Y'all troubling the bun, man. Y'all acting like y'all ain't never eat no good bun with some gravy, and the end of the chicken neck or some chicken foot. I ain't ashamed to say it to them. I ain't ashamed to say it at all. Don't trouble the bun.
That's what I'm saying, sir.
Bun make enough youth strong.
That's what I'm saying, sir.
Yeah, I mean, bun help. I ain't worried. Listen, in the kingdom, bun gonna be on the menu. You can get a portion of bun. Yeah, I mean.
Oh man, I don't know, not for me. Not in there, not in my superstore, Salakia.
Nah, man, don't go back. Want to. Man, forget where you come from, Dom. You gotta pray for him. You gotta pray for him. You gotta pray for him. I set up some prayers for this one. Man, forget.
Say again. I think the next feast day we just.
I'm advanced now. There's certain stuff I tolerate. There's certain things I suffered as a youth, man. And I said to myself, when I make my own money, I ain't going back, man. One of them was corned beef sandwiches. Another one, one was corned beef sandwiches. And I think. Yeah, the next one was bun, man. I said, nah, man. I said, I'm gonna get older. We ain't going back, man. We ain't going back. I made an oath. I bound myself to an oath. I said, we ain't going back, man.
Listen, you're not allowed. You ain't how to go back. The way how England going back could come forward. Right. Back could come right back around forward. The way how this place going, brother. Yeah, I mean, that trash bin gonna be empty for weeks. Because ain't nobody taking the bun, throwing it away. You're going to find brand new cuisines to make with the bun. Some good gravy on that shit. Mix the bun in with some fresh rice. You ain't know about that shit. And some bread and gravy. I don't know what y'all talking about.
I'll wait to England to collapse a bit more. You know what I mean? I'm holding on to regular rice as long as possible. So
listen, don't go back. He gonna be saying, man, I wish it was back to the glory days, man, with the leeks and the onions. You gotta get used to the bun from now on.
So speaking of England declining, did you brother see what England did to Ja Rule?
Nah.
I gotta play it for you, man. The thing was, man, it's hurtful, man.
Grammys, more than 30 million records sold, and collaborations with everyone from Ashanti and J-Lo to Mary J. Blige. This week he was due to launch a big UK tour, but Britain's Home Office denied him entry over previous criminal convictions. Why someone like Mike Tyson was given special dispensation, but you haven't been.
So I had to clip it because for copyright purposes. So what's happened is Ja Rule had a conviction 10 years ago for money embezzlement. It wasn't violence or nothing like that. In fact, it was a gun charge as well. 10 years ago, served 2 years in jail. Ja Rule is bringing money to the country. Ja Rule said he spent over $250,000 of his own money.
Cap, could you put the video back up and don't play it, just put the still picture on Ja Rule?
Kind of one cancer. So Ja Rule, he said right now England's in a decline. Ja Rule said him having a tour will employ so much people, man. People got to set up the stage, vendors, ticket promotions. He said he's bringing England a lot of money, and they denied him entry and wouldn't allow it. And what his devil tried to do is compare him to Mike Tyson because he knows, oh, it can't be racist because they allowed Mike Tyson to come to England and he had a criminal conviction. Trying to be clever with it, so he didn't compare him to no one else but Mike Tyson. So I thought, hold on, Ja Rule's bringing money into the country, giving jobs in a time where there's no jobs in the country. He said his tour was sold out in all the major cities, man. So sold out in Cardiff, London, Birmingham, Manchester, Ipswich. Look at all the money he's bringing to all these cities, man. And the presser goes, no, we ain't allowing you in, man. I made him waste $250,000 of his own money. Meanwhile, Afghans that fought against England spends money to get them in here. Them flights weren't free. Them the planes they jumped on, a pilot got to drive that. That pilot got to what, a wage? Petrol goes into that plane. That costs money. You got to house these Afghans, man. You're worried about Ja Rule's conviction over 10 years ago. What about the man that fought against your country? You're helping the people that unalive your soldiers. Some of your soldiers are dead right now and ain't coming back. And you can thank these same Afghans that you're helping for that, man. Meanwhile, Ja Rule wants to bring money to your country and you deny him entry, man. This shows that they oppress the devil the Bible speaks of, black man. And how much, no matter how much we love him, he always shows hatred towards us, man. Any other nation that fights against him, he shows them more mercy than he shows us. You're worried about Ja Rule's conviction. Ja Rule ain't harmed nobody in the UK, man. Ja Rule had a gun to protect himself, and Ja Rule's beef was in America. Afghans, Taliban killed British soldiers, man. Why are they in the country, living free, living off benefits, free house, warm and living cozy after backs of British taxpayers, man? This shows the oppressor the devil, man. So like, I yield.
It's murder. Listen, I don't know what the politics about this one here is, and it could be a whole lot of things. It's for sure racist because they'll let anybody, they let the LGBTQ artists, back and forth. What's the one from England there? He have a funny look. I forget his name. Kind of heavy set white boy. He had a big time song. I'll stand by you. I'll stay with you. Some shit. Stan Smith. That's his name.
Oh, come on.
Right? They, even though of course Stan Smith is from here, but there's, like you saying, Cap, there's so many things that are worse than Ja Rule. For them to want to block him for. You get what I'm saying?
Come on.
There's so many things that's just worse than whatever he would be presenting, but they don't give a damn about none of that. You dig?
Come on,
a freezer.
Yeah, come on, sir. Bit choppy at the moment.
All right, bear with me one.
No sweat. I don't know about anything to say.
It's mad though, because with Ja Rule, you can tell he's not like I get it. The ban Little Dirk from coming. All right, that's understandable, because obviously that might bring problems. So I get it. But to ban Ja Rule, there's just no need. He's done his time, and he's a celebrity as well. So what they should have done is just let him come, just give him strict conditions, like, look, do your tour and whatnot. So now he ain't making money now. Now everyone has to go get a refund. But it's crazy because England's let loads of criminals into the country, man. I mean,
that's right.
They've let loads of Taliban in the country that blow the country up, man. Obviously, they come in all the time. They come in illegally. He tried to come in legally, probably on a work visa to do his work and go back, and they refused to let him. So what has he got any other shows in anywhere else?
You say now he might do it like online or digitally because he wants to. He don't want to let his fans down, and so he's out of pocket now.
That's not the same.
Is out of. I imagine England ain't seen Ja Rule for over 20 years. So could you imagine? And then Ja Rule got them old bangers that the girls love. So women like born in the 90s, preferably, you probably got her ready to go see him, man. Everyone wants to go see Ja Rule, man, and now they can't see him, all because of a charge 10 years ago, man. That's the problem. Listen, black man, Hispanic man, native Indian man. That's why you got to serve the Lord, man. Because the Lord said, if you serve the Lord will forgive all your past sins, man. You want to serve the oppressor, and the oppressor can't forgive something you done 10 years ago, man. Imagine you went in jail and paid for it, and they still don't forgive you for it, man. How you gonna punish a man twice, man? How you gonna punish a man twice? A man went to jail, you know what I mean? Been out of the country for 10 years. Is a new person. Listen, you ain't the same person you are 10 years ago, man. get me. You can't come to the UK. Punish him again, man. Even though he's bringing benefits to the UK. When Taliban's and the Afghans are what strain on the UK, man. All the people blown. Listen, England gets blown up by foreigners all the time, man. That you let in the country, you let them in to blow up the country, man. And this man's bringing money to the country, but you don't want that, man. This shows you the hatred they have towards black people, man. That they don't even know it, man. You don't matter how much you love this country and fight for it and fight in their wars and pick up a gun and fight in their army, time and time again, man. It's a precedent that shows hatred towards us, man. So luck you. All the money would have brought. Vendors need to get paid. Security need to get paid. People that do the lights need to get paid. Engineers need to get paid. Who else? Toll bus drivers need to get paid. Look what the money is bringing to this country, man. You're always talking about the economy and how Britain's collapsing, but this man would have brought some money, man, into the UK, man. But it don't matter, because they just hate black people, man. It's just like, as the Bible says, Esau has a perpetual hatred, man, towards Jacob, man. You know what I mean? So it don't matter what we do, man. It's always some hatred towards us. So luck, yeah. Wait, go to the next one.
Yeah, we can go to the next one.
No, sir. Let me see what. Let me see this one right quick.
That I'm with. That's it.
On your birthday?
Yeah.
Was you with him?
Yes, I was with him. But I love him. I can't.
But why though?
What do you mean by why? Because no niggas like him. I don't care. No niggas like him and I love him. That's it. Listen, he's not. He's not. It's as simple as that.
How do you know?
Listen, because at the end of the day, I'm not going to sit here and try to tell you my life, but I love this nigga and that's it. And I don't want no other nigga. I don't want no other nigga. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Oh, yeah, look at that, man. We need more women like that, man. How much times have you heard a story? Oh, I was drunk. I wasn't thinking straight. I don't know what I was thinking, and I made a mistake. Listen, this sister's drunk, man, and she's still holding down her man. This man saying, "Woozy, which one your birthday? What did they buy you?" She's like, "I love him, man. It's mine. It's mine." That's how some women should. That's what all women should be like, man. When you got these disgusting men that want your woman talking about, yeah, man, do they drive a Beamer like me? Do they drive a Range like me? You the woman that go, no, we don't, man, but I love him, man. And when he goes, why? Say why? Because it's mine. Simple as that, man. Your man ain't got to drive no Beamer on a Range. Just your man. Just like our grandparents. Talk about this. Our grandparents scrub floors, man. Our grandparents scrubbing floors. They are no big job, man. But we love them. Why? Because our grandparents, man. Simple as that, man. And a woman's supposed to love her man for the simple fact that is her man. That's it. You know, any man talking about, yeah, but he's short, man. Yeah, but he don't make no money. So that's your man. You're meant to admire him, man. You're meant to love him. And this sister was drunk, man. You could tell she was tipsy and she still held it down, man. So all you whores out there talking about, I was drunk though, or I was feeling down though, or I was upset though, man. Listen, you gotta take a leaf out of her, but man, she ain't in the truth, man. And she loves the husband dealing, man. So like it on about.
Get me. I learned a new word last week, and there's no excuse for being drunk. Accountability. Listen, you need to take accountability. Don't try to say, "Oh, I done this because I was drunk." Look, man, you always wanted to do it, man. Obviously, she was, drunk, and she's letting him know, I got a man. Look, man, but what I would say, what she done was right, but what she should have done is don't engage in that much conversation. I've got a man. Answer nothing else, man. Because this man's just going to keep speaking to her, and now he's asking her, what was he with you on your birthday? And listen, man, you speak to a woman, she says she's got a man, you just say, enjoy the rest of your day, man. And then guess what will happen? You will go around the corner, and there'll be a woman there with no man. There'll be a woman there with no man. Listen, man, the earth ain't short of single women, man. The earth is not short of single women, man. But what that sister done again, it was good, but next time don't engage in that much conversation, man. Because now you're having a back and forth with him. Now he's got time to ask you about what did he do with you for your birthday. All it is you've got a man, and that's it. I've got a man. I don't want to be disrespectful to my man. I can't say no more. I'm married. Keep it moving. That's it. Don't be engaging, conversing, and telling the man about, I love him and this and that. You don't need to say all of that, man. I've got a man, you're being disrespectful. That's it. I've got a man, you're being disrespectful. Leave it at that. Don't be going back and forth and engaging in a whole conversation. And that's why that brother kept talking to her, because he's thinking, yo, she's conversing a little bit. He's thinking in his mind there's a little crack in the door. But you have to make sure there ain't no crack in the door. I've got a man, you're being disrespectful. That's it. You don't need to say no more than that. I said, I've got a man, you're being disrespectful. But the more you keep talking, he sees, you know what, there's a little crack in the door, and he just thinks, if I keep saying something, she might let me through. You need to let him know the door's shut. I got a man, you're being disrespectful. And leave it as that. Don't.
Is there a video or something?
So I can say that again, sir.
You was talking about a video or something?
Come on, sir.
You could play the video again?
Come on, cousin.
If you don't mind. I just missed it a little bit. I hope if this computer time I might be time for a new one.
So I'll put it back. So like I said.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's it.
On your birthday?
Yeah.
Was you with him?
Yes, I was with him. But I love him. I can't.
But why though?
What do you mean by why? Because no niggas like him. I don't care. No niggas like him, and I love him. That's it. Listen,
You get what I'm saying?
he's not. He's not. It's as simple as that.
How do you know?
Listen, because at the end of the day, I'm not going to sit here and try to tell you my life, but I love this nigga, and that's it. And I don't want no other nigga. I don't want no other nigga. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
You could leave it up though. I wouldn't don't pull it down just so if anybody tune in, they might get an idea of what we're talking about from what's up on the screen. You know what I mean?
Car.
Okay, boy, this thing is so what happened here? Break it down for me.
So it seems like she had a night out, she's a bit tipsy. And man is trying to move to her, but even though she's a bit drunk, you know what I mean, she's not in the truth in it, and she kind of held it down, like, listen, I got a man, leave. You know, where a lot of women will say, I was drunk, it wasn't my fault, you know, blame it on the alcohol and stuff. She kind of, she probably, dress a certain way and not dress how she's dressing the truth, but I like the way she held on her man. I said, listen, the man goes, was he with you on your birthday? She goes, yeah, he was. And then she was asking, like, basically, why do you like him? Like, he's not fly like me. She's like, listen, it's mine, that's it. You know,
he's not fly like me.
Yeah, she's like, it's my nigga, man, it's mine's. And, I love him, what? And I commended that, man. You know what I mean? A lot of people say, I was tipsy, I was drunk. Well, she's a bit tipsy too, as you can see. And she's holding that man down, man.
Yeah, okay, even let's just say even if she don't have a man, like nigga, no mean no. Like I mean, goddamn. Like it would have been different if she had said, nah, I'm single, and I ain't looking. And the brother's still trying to apply a little pressure, you know what I mean? He might be trying to, drop some game on her. You get what I'm saying? But to push on her, and okay, it seems like if you play it back, it seems like you could get me wrong. You could tell me if I'm wrong, but it seemed like he upped it when she said she had a man. Like that turned him on a little more. That tightened the screws in his back a little more. It just seemed like that. I don't know.
That's how it usually works. When a man hears that a woman got a man, it's like, yeah, the game's on now. Competition time. That's how it is, brothers. Listen to Chris Brown, just got rich, took a broke nigga bitch. Brothers be hearing them songs like, yeah. Brothers don't want no thing. Brothers in the world don't want no single woman. They want that challenge. It's like, yeah, this is meant to be your girl. So what should you do with me? You get me? I'm more than man. Because I get girls. Not only can I get girls, I get girls that have been taken.
Yeah.
And, you got Christianity for that, man. It's a shame. How am I meant to be brothers, man? When I can't trust my woman around you, you're supposed to be there. I'm meant to see a black man and trust my woman around you more. I'm meant to be like, yo, who's your boss at work? A black man. Okay, cool. He's a brother still. I know you're safe, man. And it's like we gotta watch out for our women when they're out in the world, man. Make sure they're fully trained or whatnot. Because make no mistake, man, brothers be preying on your woman, man. It's a shame, man. It's a luck, yeah.
I mean, it's going. A woman gonna get hit on regardless. A brother gonna always say something to her sister, especially when she outside. And, sisters, 9 out of 10, unless a sister really, going the other way, the LGBTQ way. And she, you know, very masculine presenting. But 9 out of 10 times, once a sister, you know, clean up a little bit and step out, even in the slightest way, a casual day, if she's not physically attached to her brother, like, you know, hand on hand or something, somebody gonna see her and say something to her. So that part is normal. Like if you're thinking really good and socially, certain things is normal. Like it's normal for somebody to come up and try to talk to your woman. She had to let him know she have a man. Now, of course, if he coming up and trying to talk to her knowing she have a man, he's a slime ball. You get the point? But a man step into a woman in any situation, you know, where she's out, she looking good, that's normal. Now she says she have a man. The ideal thing would be for him to say, "Hey, no sweating, man. That's the Lord bless that brother, man. That's a lucky brother." Something like that. I remember you would hear that, or all right, no sweat, you back off. But it seems like with him, I don't know if you could play it over a little bit. It seemed like he increased the shit, which is just vile. You know what I mean? Real vile. And Cap, I don't know if you have the video with Chico Bean and that whore, that prostitute from Baltimore. I used to like that sister, but I can't give her no stripes now.
Chico Bean, I don't know who she is. Who's that?
Chico, I'm gonna look for it. Chico Bean is a comedian. He just be on Wild and Out. That's the bald head.
Oh yeah,
right. And then there's another sister. I forget her name. She's from Baltimore. She was also on Wild and Out, and that's Jess Hilarious. That's her name. To what but that's her name. And brother, the video they put, I hope they come out and say it's a skit. But if that's what she was really doing, she's a nasty slut, a nasty, disgusting, disease-filled slut. You know what I mean? Go ahead and play the video, please, Cap.
Oh God.
I love the nigga that I'm with. That's it.
On your birthday?
Yeah.
Was you with him?
Yes, I was with him. But I love him. I can't.
Well, why no?
What do you mean by why?
You see, like
because no niggas like him.
Like
I don't
what he was
care.
saying, the whole thing with the birthday, and he's like, but why though? Like, nigga. Like, come on. Like, what you need a reason?
And the brother said, the brother goes, but why though? Like, oh,
yeah.
How do you head around this? Why would you love your man? Shit, it ain't your man.
And he said why though, like a child says why though. Like, you know, can I get this toy? No, you go, why? And they start, you know, whining and bitching. And he's really just a effeminate man that's, you know, not in control of himself. You know what I mean? I might have, hold on. I hope this thing inside the freezer if I get. Okay, if you go to Facebook, if you go to Yarash, I think it's Yarash, either Yarash or Malak's page, both of those brothers had the video. I'm trying to pull it up without this thing freezing up on me.
Yarash Amasa.
Yeah, I believe it's Yarash Amasa. Let me see if I could pull it to. And I ain't even gonna chance it, brother, because it takes too much time to come on back.
I got it, sir. If you need it.
Yeah. Go ahead and if you could go ahead and play it, if you don't mind.
On the Breakfast Club, yeah?
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one.
Come on. Let me see what I'm going with this.
I'm good. I'm pregnant and I'm happy now. So what's up?
I mean, I don't understand why you coming at me like that. Like, what is that? No.
He was scared.
What was I scared of?
I don't know.
What was I scared of? Tell me what I was scared of. I don't.
Just wasn't with it.
Right, like she saying, no, she good, she pregnant, she good, she pregnant, she ain't sweating it now. She trying to come back at him now to say something about him, like she's stunting on him. And they asking her, they laugh because it's like that should come out of nowhere, like it was personal. So now they're asking what bring all of that shit on. and she about to break it down. She about to explain it. All right, go ahead.
It's like I don't want to. What's the backstory?
They're about to break down the backstory.
Okay. No,
because you see like how she said, I'm pregnant, I'm good, whatever. The two other hosts is like, damn, where the hell that come from? So she and Chico being about to break down the backstory, right? She's a host on this show, Breakfast Club, with the light-skinned dude and the Charlemagne dude. Chico Bean is a guest, but Chico Bean and her used to be on Wild and Out with Nick Cannon. I think they probably still do. I'm not too sure. But they're about to give you the whole story, brother. And listen, man, go ahead and play it. Let's see how it goes.
No, he was scared.
He was scared. What was I scared of?
I don't know.
What was I scared of? Tell me what I was scared of.
Look, well, it wasn't even that he was scared. He just wasn't with it. Like when I first got the Wild 'N Out, I was like, oh my gosh, I like this nigga. He quiet and shit. Like he ain't all over the place. Like, he ain't wilding.
Pick it up, pick it and kill it.
That wasn't even out when I first got there. That was a later game. Yeah, sure. So I tried to throw some game on him, but he was like, oh, don't you have a boyfriend? I'm like, who the fuck be worried about that? You know what I mean? Like, who? Yeah, right.
I come from out the ghetto. Niggas will kill you about a just hilarious in my hood. You know what I mean?
But
I don't play them games.
My boyfriend, he wasn't that type of nigga. So that's the thing.
What type of nigga was he?
That's why, yeah, I did. That's why I was going that chick. I'm like, okay, now you cool. You know what I'm saying?
He quiet, he low.
Right. But he really like funny, like he down to earth. I'm like, all right, cool. So I told him that I broke up with him. I'm like, say like, what's up now? He was like, you didn't break up with him. Like, no, you didn't. And I didn't, but I'm like, this nigga gay. Like, how you not?
You see how fucked up that is? You see that fucked up?
Because he wasn't interested,
just because you don't want that pussy, I don't want none. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy.
I was like, all right, he just gonna be a brother at this point.
Yeah, because you gotta understand, I gotta be very selective with any woman I deal with because of the perspective that I have.
So you pick up what was happening?
It's mad because I've seen similar situations. Because his brother don't want to sleep with a man's woman, he's gay. Something ain't right with him. She's trying to, put it on him. Even lied to him and saying, yo, me and my man broke up, and nothing even go like that, man. She's a whore, man.
Like she wanted him to commit adultery and sin, and because he wouldn't, she tried to shame him into doing it, like saying, "You gay," to make him say, "I ain't gay. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna have sex with you to prove I ain't gay," which means she win, which means she has power. And the reason she said he was gay, anytime a woman says, you gay, of course, this is for sure if you're not gay. Sometimes, you're wearing purple and somebody call you gay, it just might be gay. But when you're a full out straight man and you tearing things up, and a woman call you gay, is because she's very hurt. She's very hurt and she want to belittle you. So, but she's very hurt because he won't give in to her goddamn power. And this is something brothers have to learn. I really hope brothers learn it. Like, you have a lot of power. You might think you don't have power, but you have a lot of power. It seems the way how the world goes, it might seem like, a woman have the power with it, with sex and stuff like that. But you have power. And I ain't saying power in terms of you forcing her. I'm saying you having power to deny her.
That's right.
You have power to turn her down, and that's such a powerful thing to say. To say nope. The Bible says, a woman will receive any man, but yet one daughter is better than another. And that just hilarious. That heifer there will receive any man.
That's right.
Don't matter. She going Wild 'N Out, and the Wild 'N Out crowd too hype, wild in. So she look for the quiet dude. So now if she go in a quiet environment, she gonna look for the loud dude. She just wants somebody who's different than the environment she in for the time being. But he had some integrity, brother. He said, I ain't dealing with you. And he gave her a reason. He said, because you had a man. In the clip before, the nigga heard she had a man and he get turned on more. That nigga gay.
That's right.
He's the really gay one, which lets you know you committing adultery. You having sex with a brother's woman knowingly. You knowingly going in there and having sex with her. You really have something for him. You getting turned on by him. That erection you getting, so like if there's kids listening, but that erection you getting is for him. He's getting you nice and stiff, nigga, with your gay self. He's getting you there. He's the one getting you there. I try to make it as clear as I could, Cap. Listen, even in the music, in our music art, whether it's Benjamin music, whether it's hip hop, R&B, all the songs is about adultery. All the lyrics is about adultery. Give me a favorite love song, and we go through the lyrics, and I'll show you it's about adultery.
That's right. So lucky sir that the nigga Joe is banned in my house. I want to do all the things your man won't do.
Oh, come
I do
on,
it
man.
for you. Shit, this one of my wives was jamming to that tune, and I didn't even know. And I'm jamming tune for hold on. It caught me. So this nigga got come off, man. So lucky.
Exactly, yeah. You're right, Ag. Listen, that
What's up with
popcorn.
Joe? What's up with Joe Jude?
That popcorn song, the only man she wants, they love to bang that song, brother. But god damn, man. And listen, in the popcorn song, Popcorn singing it like he beat her up and he do all this and he do all that. And if you listening from a Christian standpoint, you think this nigga just evil. Maybe he beating the bitch ass because you effing her.
That's right. That's right.
Maybe the reason she getting her ass beat is because of you and niggas like you. Because he's just a weak Christian. He can't let her go. So he thinks she's the problem. When really, if you want to solve, one of the major plagues of the black community, which is adultery, brothers had to be held accountable. Like, if it's one thing a hoe gonna do, a hoe gonna hoe. But she can't hoe if there's nobody to hoe with. She'll go have a white man. She'll just go have a white man. And the thing she said at the end, where she said, I went back and I lied to him and he still wouldn't do it. And then she threw up her hands and she said, well, he'll just be a brother. That's what the fuck we need.
That's
brothers.
right. That's right.
We need brothers. If we have more brothers, hoes like her wouldn't have no outlet. Yeah, I mean, pull it back a little bit, Cap, and just play that part again, please. Where she threw up her hands and she said, well, he gonna just be a brother. Like, a brother is such a bad thing to be.
I told him that I broke up with him. I'm like, saying, like, what's up now? He was like, you didn't break up with him. Like, no, you didn't. And I didn't, but I'm like, this nigga gay. Like, how you not?
You see how fucked up that is? You see that fucked up?
Because he wasn't
Just
interested, he
because
gotta
you
be
don't
gay?
want that pussy,
Yeah.
I don't want none. That's
It wasn't
crazy.
even about it. I
That's
wanted to talk to
crazy.
you. I wanted
That's
to talk to you.
crazy.
I was like, all right, he just gonna be a brother at this point.
Yeah,
this is too
because-
much.
That's right, man. That's right. Get on the guy hand, man.
That's right.
Get on the guy big hand, man. It's better to be a brother than to be a sodomite like IUIC.
Right.
It's better to be a brother because they would tell her leave that man. They would tell her leave that man and come be with one of them.
God. If I may, sir, read scripture. Leviticus 20:10. And the man that committeth adultery with another man's wife, even he that committeth adultery with his neighbor's wife, the adulterer and the adulteress shall surely be put to death. So, you know what I mean? So, in the future, any man, in the future, having sex with a man's wife won't be applauded. You know what I mean? All them, them Barry White songs and Joe songs and Popcorn songs won't be applauded, man. Any man, any Joe Grind, any Bonner man, any man trying to sex with a man's wife, listen, man, them songs, anyone singing songs like that will get burnt alive in the studio, man. You know what I mean? That's not going to be applauded, man. You lose your life. You lose your life for them things there, man. You listen, any man voicing them kind of songs in the studio will get burnt alive, man. So listen, what you got to do is repent, man. Find yourself your own woman. So much black woman out there, go get your own, man. Leave a man's woman alone, man. It's mad because I've heard personal stories. I sit down and watch young men speak, man, or even older men speak, man, and they think it's a joke. I've seen a man laughing and joking, talking about, when their husband leaves, I go in the house and I step over his shoes, and they're laughing. I'm thinking, yo, this shit will get someone killed. The brother said, he goes, well, I come from sleeping with a just hilarious will get you killed, man. And likewise, what I come from too, man, you think it's a joke? When a man finds out that you was in his house having sex with his woman, this ain't no telling what his man would do, man. Imagine you find out your woman's having sex with the next man, and you think, hold on, so he walked in my house and climbed up my stairs, went in my bedroom. You need to be careful, man. You're playing with fire, man. You're playing with fire, man. So like Tazarfar said, Dexter Daps. That's the next one too, man. Talking about having sex with his wives, man. How can I forget?
Dexter Daps is another one. Listen, Cartel had a diss song from Movado where he said he sold your man was effing your girl in your house, on your bed, under your picture. That's a lyric from the song. And he said he sold your man because, you know, in the clash, he dressed up as the army man.
God.
Like, it's part of the culture. And what Chico Bean did there was the, you know, on a mainstream commercial level, he reset it. And I have no doubt he listening to UPK. And keep playing that. He says something else heavy, which is, brother, keep playing it.
Because you gotta understand, you know, I gotta be very selective with any woman I deal with because of the perspective that I have and how I live. You're not about to come at me, not saying that you would have did this, but I know you would have, just because I know you who you are. You just that type of person that you're going to flash out, but you're not going to be the only woman that I'm dealing with.
Right, and that's
so I have to be very careful with who I let into the way that I operate. Like I say all the time, I make the outside of my house ugly. Because if you can't get, I'm gonna lead with all of the shit that you're gonna judge a man on. I'm gonna let you know these things about me immediately. So you got a choice to make. But when you can see the type of person that a person is, I'm like, just ain't nobody about to be fighting with you at the Cheesecake Factory because you mad about the fact that I didn't did something that I told you I was doing. Like she's the type of motherfucker that's gonna act like you ain't never told her that shit. Like, I know what you said, bitch, but I wasn't listening.
Right.
So you know what I mean?
You know.
It just wouldn't have worked. But don't make it seem like I was scared because I wasn't.
Like that. If you could pull it back on Chico B now, just put it back on him, brother. I don't know if you're hearing what he said. This brother said because his lifestyle that he chooses, like these brothers, especially on that 85 South show. I think he's part of that show with what's the other skinny dude name? DC Young Fly. And I forget the other guy. Carlos
Duval.
No, Carlos Miller. Carlos is also on the Wild and Out show. I think they're being Israelites. I don't want to say secretly, but on the low. Because DC Young Fly be posting the Shalom shit, posting the shields and children of Israel having that talk. So to hear him say the type of lifestyle I lead, I deal with more than one woman. So I have to be careful who I have sex with. And what he's saying there is he can't go have a hoe because now he bringing diseases into his household.
Oh, God.
That's what he's saying. He got to be very careful. He ain't just going, and that's what he really low-key calling her. He calling her a hoe. Because if you're going to have sex with another man, just come have sex with me. I can't mess with you. You're not a woman of integrity at all. And you go now. Go ahead.
You're right, because if he's on Wild Out, and Nick Cannon's trying a thing, the whole Israelite thing, then Nick Cannon probably chatting to him and letting him know, listen, we can't do this. We can't have sex with men's wives. You know what I mean? We believe in polygyny. So you're probably right, sir. He probably does know.
I don't think Nick Cannon have all that amount of integrity. I don't think he has that amount of integrity because even on the show with them, I think the whole reason the 85 South show started is because Nick Cannon and one of those brothers had a falling out. And the other two men sided with that brother. You know what I mean? So I don't think he have all that type of integrity like that. Like these brothers here trying, the way how he broke it down, that's a UPK breakdown.
God.
That's a straight up, for a brother in the world, I'm not dealing with you because, you have a husband and I ain't messing with that. I broke up with him. No, you didn't break up. He even knows she lied. You all weak ass niggas in the world. Well, she said she don't have a man. Nigga, what the hell are you talking about? You gonna believe some broad? Believe nothing she say, man. It's a lock it to the sisters, but you had to come with a picture and a verified, statement from a notary republic for me to believe what the hell coming out of your mouth. You know what I mean? Like that was some serious integrity right there from this brother versus the other video where the dude is saying, why? Like, why can't you tell me yes? Like, that's crazy, brother. That's absolutely crazy. So lucky.
Oh God. Yeah, man, it's crazy out there, man. Yo, keep a hedge over your woman, man. It's crazy out there. So lucky, don't about you see them celebrity Big Brother yet now?
I've seen a few clips.
Okay, so for anyone that don't know, there's a Rasta man in there called Levi Roots. It's famous for, there's a show out there called The Dragon's Den. It's where you have an invention and you go to some rich people and ask for an investment. And he was, well, should say lucky enough to get an investment. And because he was black, you know, the black community loved him. And just like anything, like black people on TV, you support them. And, you know, from that, he got famous. From Brixton, he was selling sauce, I think. It called reggae sauce. If you go in Asda and all stores, you see reggae sauce, reggae soda. He went clear. So, you know, black people love him, respect him and so forth. So he went on the Celebrity Big Brother, which is a show where they get all celebrities and put them in a house with no TVs, no phones, no outside influence. And this brother was on the show. And he started opening up about his personal life. You know what I mean? I'll play it for you now.
Has it?
Oh, Sharon, that was good.
So thank you, Levi, very much.
I've had some really bad times with my children. I'm a father of 8. And at one time, I had 2 of my daughters came out against me in the newspapers, saying what a horrible father I was. It was the worst moment in my whole entire life because I love them so much. I really do. I think at the back of my mind, I'm waiting for my 2 girls to come and knock on my door. And
I hope they...
So this brother's got 2 daughters, and they came out on the news against him. Let me see I'll show you what they said against him. Just one moment. So this brother's crying, saying that his daughters came out against him publicly, and this is what the daughter said against him. He got 8 children. He got 7 women. By 7 women, it says
8 children by 7 women. And what happened with them? What happened with the girls?
They came out. 2 of them came out publicly against him, dissing him. So one of them is a law student, Joanne Caesar, 33, said her father has cut her off out of his life and his 30 million fortune after she helped to develop his famous sauce and providing backing locals on his adverts. Miss Caesar said her father, who still lives in a 2-bedroom Brixton council flat he has rented for 20 years, had exploited her by getting her to work for him without paying her. Me and my sister Charlene made the sauce in the kitchen, so we knew the secret. He used to send us to Lidl, which is a supermarket, to pack the ingredients. We worked on the sauce in his kitchen, experimenting the ingredients until he perfected it. He already had a deal with a bottling factory, Slovakia, and found someone to make the logo. She said he gave up her job. She said she gave up her job so that she could live with him and helped him make the sauce. But things changed between them as soon as he got the investment. So that's what one said against him. And we'll get the next one. And the next one said her half sister Charlene said her father took advantage of her by making her work at his shop without paying her a wage and refusing to make her an employee. Both agreed that he had not been a good father to them and their siblings, age 1 to 36. So this is my issue here. You might have family issues. That's fine. That's fine, man. But let me tell you something. These things should not be aired abroad, man. This is why we have the I.S.U.P.K, man, to solve all problems, man, to counsel all problems, man. Listen, General Muhammad said, listen, your father is your father, man. What glory do you get in dissing your father? He's you.
That's right.
That's right. Listen, imagine me saying, listen, my daughter ain't shit, man. she can't count, she can't do it ABCs. You look at me and say, well, Crawfish, she's your daughter. If she ain't shit, then you're shit father, man. And
Right.
likewise with a child, you dissing your father is your father, you're dissing yourself, man. You dissing him. There ain't no glory in exposing your father and going to the news and going to the media. This should be dealt with in-house, man. And these sisters know that they come 394 Lodge Road, B18 5PW. We have a council. Your father made you work in the shop and didn't employ you. No sweat, man. We will sort that out. We'll get you reimbursed. We'll get the whole thing sorted out. But don't be a brat, man, and diss your father to the whole world, man.
There's another B word out. It's not a brat though, brother. It's not a brat.
I'm not like you, so I'm nice. I ain't there yet. You got years on me.
A brat is, you might tell a kid, you're being a brat just to help them out. But these broads are bitches, absolute bitches, brother.
That's
and
right.
I'm gonna say it for him because I know he can't say it himself. And I know his love for them, he'll get offended by me calling them bitches, and I'll still say it for him because he's a brother. These broads is bitches. What about when they forced him to change the diapers and with no pay? What about when they forced him to go out and work and bring food for them with no pay? What about when they forced him to pay their light bills and buy school uniform for them and send them to school with no pay?
That's right.
They wasn't paying him for that. Like, that's crazy. And okay, these broads here, these broads don't have no husband either. Because ain't no man gonna sit by and let his woman run roughshod over her father with them knowing. No man, no self-respecting man will allow that, because that will let you know if she'll do this to her father, what will she do to me? Yeah, put the bitch down. See her face.
That's right.
Disgusting heifer. The Bible says, Ecclesiasticus 3:10, glory not in the dishonor of thy father, for thy father's dishonor is no glory unto thee.
That's right.
Like, this brother is old. How old is he?
Let me get it 1 second.
He looked like about 65.
I think
I would say about 65.
Levi Roots, he is born 58. Oh my God, 65 for real? Shit.
Listen, that's that prophet of the Lord. And he looked like 65. He still had that strength in him. His strength didn't leave his body yet. He's on the way to retiring. So let me get this straight. He made some special sauce and the shit blow up.
Yeah, the show called Dragon's Den in the UK. Like, you have an invention, but you ain't got the money to boss it. So you go to some rich people, you'll show your invention, and they'll say, if it's worth investing in or not. Not many people get through. He got through, and he went clear. You see his sauce in Tesco, Asda, Aldi, Lidl. He got soda now as well with his face on there. He's gone clear. So I'm not sure if money's drying up, because usually you go on these shows like Dance on Ice or some shit when you kind of get washed up. I'm not sure. He probably got on there. I don't know. But right back now he's on Celebrity Big Brother, and they're all in there talking and whatnot, and started to open up, crying and saying how, what his daughters did to him, and he wishes things could be better and them type of things there.
Yeah, he probably go on those celebrity shows to get the source some more attention. But if they were smart, they would let the company blow up, because he's closer to death than they are. And he just passed the company down to them. And they should look to grow the company so their children. But instead, like some evil, wicked bitches, they're trying to tear it down. They're trying to carve up the cake now. They're trying to carve up that cake now. And that's crazy.
And like, for instance, if you was working for free in the shop, going to the press and talking about his, 2-bedroom flat in Brixton, what's that going to do, man? Do you want to solve the problem, or do you want to slander him, man? You said you got a beef. You said you got a problem. Let's sort the problem then. What are you talking about? My dad ain't help me and my dad ain't shit. All you're doing is embarrassing your father, man. That's the problem. That's what I don't like, man. People say they got an issue. Well, let's sort the issue, man. Why are you talking about I was never there for you, I'm a deadbeat? It seems like you want to slander me, man. It seems like you don't want your money back. It seems like you don't want to be reimbursed. It seems like you don't want to make things better. It seems like you want to just, put all my business out in the street, man.
Or if I could, so like, the dumb guy you're about to say something.
I'm just listening. I'm just seeing So if we do, I'm just seeing if we have businesses, what we not, the kids is working for free, or I'm just checking something. We're paying them, or we're not paying them. I'm just checking.
Okay, I'm gonna get with it. I'm gonna get with it on that one. But when you done karate, you were
I'll finish. Yes, that's what I said. So like,
if I could, I'm gonna get to that one because that's a good question, Dumgoba. If I could, if somebody could pull Proverbs 14:1 for me, and also Proverbs 30:20. And Cap, what you were saying there, so right. Like, why go and air it out everywhere? Is it that you don't want it, or you're trying to shame him? Or I'm gonna tell you what it is. And this is something women have been taught to do in this society, which is to cry wolf, because nobody likes to hear and see a crying woman. Just think about it. If you see a woman crying in the middle of the street somewhere, everybody will stop and cater to her. And she could just now done kill 10 babies. And what I'm saying is not fiction, because you recently had some nurse up here last year. You remember she was killing babies out the womb?
I remember that.
And they felt sorry for her. They say she need help and all kind of shit out. So they take into the media is them just being slimy and disgusting because really they got shit on, they're dirty. So they're trying to get out in front. They know this is England. They know if they put his picture up on the TV and then say he have this council flat in London, what will people say?
Straight away, deadbeat.
He a deadbeat. He have a business, but he living off the government something. They're trying to tarnish his name because they are dirty. Their heart black.
That's right.
Their heart black. They don't have a good heart in them. They're sick. Let me get Proverbs 14:1 out.
Proverbs.
Go on another one.
I got it. Proverbs chapter 14 and verse 1. Every wise woman buildeth her house.
Every wise woman what?
Buildeth her house.
Every wise woman buildeth her house. They got stupider with age. They got dumber as they grew. When they were young, they were wise. They was helping him build something. They was helping him build something. The scripture say a wise woman buildeth her house. Go ahead.
Right.
But the foolish plucketh it down with her hands.
These women are what?
Foolish.
They are foolish women. They're dumb broads, Dumb broads. England make all our parents work for free. Ain't nobody talking about them.
That's right.
Ain't nobody talking about the queen and the king and the prince and the duke and the duchess and the princess. Ain't nobody talking about them. But this brother, 65 years old, you want to carry him like he's nothing. I hope y'all don't get a black cent. I hope none of y'all get a black cent. You don't get no goddamn money.
That's right.
Give me Proverbs 30:20, Salaki.
Come on. 30:20.
Yeah, 3020.
Proverbs 30:20. Such is the way of an adulterous woman. She eateth and wipeth her mouth, and saith, I have done no wickedness.
That's them, Mark. Anytime you see a woman, in that kind of ray with tearing down a man, or especially when he did nothing. Somebody might say, well, how you know he didn't do nothing? For 30-something years, you kept your mouth quiet, and as soon as the check come, you said something, you're a slut. You're driven by money. Money make you talk. How the song go? Bands will make them dance. Bands will make them dance. When there was no money, you didn't say shit. As soon as money come through, now you tearing him down. And these bros here, they ain't looking all hard and beat up, which means this brother raised them girls into professional careers. They all look like they're a little bit well off.
Come on, Coffee. One's like I think he said one's a solicitor or something like that.
One's a lawyer.
Something like that. I can't remember. It said one's a lawyer, the other one I'm not too sure. Law student, sorry, one's a law student. It says here, law student.
Brother, these girls grew up and got good care growing up. If anything, you should be paying him back now. Him making you work in the store made you who the hell you are today. What the hell are you talking about? How you gonna attack this man in his goddamn age, man?
That's right.
Evil ass broads, man. Evil Christian ass broads. That's ridiculous, man. No, to dumb goodbye point. Paying the kids. That's your decision. That's your decision, brother. My kids, they better do what the hell I say. They just better do what I say. If your chores is to sweep this floor every 2 days, you better get it done. Because I make sure your lights is on. I make sure books is in your bag. I make sure food is in the fridge. I make sure nobody don't come in here and kidnap your sister and rape your brother and put drugs in your neighborhood and sell you to some Eastern Bloc Ukrainian to be a boy toy. I do my job. So you do what the hell I tell you to do until you could do it for yourself. Now, that's one standard. Another standard might be you may have a business and you are teaching them how to run the business from the ground up. So you have them in there after school in the shop. You have them going to get the ingredients. Why? So they could know when you gone what to get, because repetition helps with your memory. If you're doing the same thing over every day, we go to the store. You remember Sesame Street? Now, this might be too old. A loaf of bread, a container of milk, and a stick of butter. I don't know if you remember that little skit on Sesame Street where the mother sent the little boy to the store.
I remember Sesame Street, but not that.
Brother, well, that's probably before your time, Max. She sent him to the store, and he didn't write shit down, so he kept saying it in his mind, and he forgot when he got to the store. And then he's like, I remember a loaf of bread, a container of milk, a stick of butter. So all that now is helping them with their memory, helping them be focused. They ain't swinging on no goddamn poles. They ain't naked like Ice Spice on the goddamn screen. They in law school arc. What the hell they want from this man again? And in this kingdom, any good parent is sacrificing a career with riches to grow a child up the right way. Any good parent is really sacrificing making a ton of money. Like, you could make way more money, but you trying to be there for your kids. And so you're going to take a slavery that's going to pay the bills, but to make sure you could teach them, you could supervise them, you could discipline them. You're going to try to be a part of their life. So now when he gets old and rain start to fall now, instead of you dragging buckets out to help the man catch water, you kicking over the buckets he have. You're an evil monster. You're an evil monster. And you're a whore. And I know you're a whore.
Salakia. Gully Bop, the dancer artist, he died the other day. And his son was at the funeral. And his son goes, listen, my dad didn't give me much, but boy, listen, I'm glad that he gave me life, man. I said, look at that brother right there, man. Yeah, man. He went complaining and crying. Imagine, he went complaining and bitching and crying about, he didn't give me this. He said, you know what? His life could have been better, but hey, you know what I mean? And guess what? She needs to be happy that your dad is the reason why you're an Israelite, man. Your dad didn't give you anything, man. Your dad gave you that holy birthright, man.
That's right.
That, man. Listen, we're born in captivity. We're born in captivity. Your dad ain't got the good counsel and guidance what his brothers got in the I.S.U.P.K, man. But one thing he could give you, man, is that he put that seed in your mom that made you, man.
Mm-hmm.
He made you special, man. He made you a daughter of Zion, man. If you want to thank him for anything, thank him for that at least, man. Come on, man. It's your dad, man. So luck, yeah.
Exactly. I know. Let's finish with the question Dumgaba asked. So now you have a store. You could pay them, or you could make them work for free for a time, and then start to give them some sort of stipend or some sort of allowance. You wouldn't give them a full pay, because why? You want to teach them the value of money. And you want to teach them how long it takes to make a certain amount of money, and that would make you not blow it. You get the point? That would make you not spend it all out. So there's many lessons to learn. But this is one thing I wanted everybody to take away from this. You're not seeing one Arab or East Indian or Paki or Chinese or Ukrainian or Ethiopian group of whores on TV talking about their parents didn't pay them enough, even though he had a business. Them dirty heathens will work for free so that their people could benefit.
That's right.
And this is the state we're in. These girls here, he didn't beat these girls enough. I'm telling you straight up and down. These girls here didn't get enough discipline. These girls here, he probably loved them so much. And sometimes it's hard as a man, you growing up daughters. Sometimes you think it's, you have to be gentle with daughters and because they're girls and you don't want to see them cry. Let them hear no more than they hear yes. It will be better for them when they get older. They'll have self-control. They won't be so goddamn impulsive and stupid. Let them hear no. Let them learn what it is to earn a yes. Sit them down and school them. Show them who we in competition with. We in competition with these people. So this thing here we building, one day it's going to blow up. You'll roll with me. In the meantime, you'll go to school and learn law. You go learn business. You go learn this. So when the thing open up, you have a business degree, you have a law degree, they can't touch us. And still discipline them when they're silly. But these broads here, they're a shame. They're a shame to our race. They're an absolute embarrassment to black women everywhere and black men everywhere. And still this brother, he will still love them. He will still love them and sign over everything to them. And I don't fault him for it because he's a good father. He's a good man. But these heifers are whores. Excuse me, lad.
That's a lucky, sir. So let's say she said that dad had her working for free. So one of them was like, I quit my job. Should he let them know beforehand, like, yo, don't quit your job because I'm not going to pay? Like, as if you let them know beforehand, like, yo, keep your job because I'm not going to pay you? Or do you make them quit the job knowing you're not going to pay them, if you get what I mean?
Okay, from what I'm understanding here, when they were working, they wasn't adults, or was they adults?
There was adults because one of them moved in, and she said she moved in and quit her job to help him perfect the sauce. So I'm saying, should he have, like say for instance, let's say I had a business, do I tell my kids like, yo, quit your job, but I'm not paying you, or do I tell them, yo, keep it, if you get what I mean?
No, she quit her job. Okay, even if she quit her job, that's her decision. That's not his decision. And okay, these girls can't get off the hook no way at all. I'm gonna explain to you why. You talk to any business owner, they failed 10 times before they won success. You know how much business owners have working one job, put all their money into this business, and the shit fall flat? That happens all the time. It happens more times than not. Starting a business is very difficult and keeping it running. Starting a business as a black owner in a black community is even harder because it's harder to get the support. You quit your job. He ain't pay you. Go get another one. What's your problem? What's your problem? Go get another one. And if he's really wrong in not paying you, to go publicly and try to destroy him.
That's right.
That's evil. That's evil.
That's right.
That's an evil thing right there.
That's lucky for me as well. You got you got the what's it called? You got the Prince of Wales raping people, man, and his mum stuck by his side. Me and you have a little beef. You got to go public. Meanwhile, the Queen's son's a rapist, and she's backing him 100%, man.
I think she paid the woman, right? She paid the woman the hush money.
Exactly. So how is it we got a beef and we can't say, yo, listen, man, I think I'm some money, man. Dad, listen, but I quit my job, She didn't go. The Queen didn't go public. Her son was a rapist, man. The man that was donating to the Tories the other day said that Diana Abbott deserves to get shot, and she makes him hate all black women, man. And Rishi Sunak said he's not a racist. He made a racist comment, but he's not a racist. Stuck by him. And you mean tell me the man that changing nappies and you helped him make sauce and was in his kitchen, bonding with him the whole nine. You gotta go public. These man back rapists, man, to the fullest. There's a rapists, like they back rapists to the fullest, man. They back racists.
I'm gonna back up on that, like rapists. That's the new word. Don't worry about it. That's the new word. Right? I'm backing you, brother. Ain't no sweat.
So meanwhile, you can't back your dad on a little mistake, or your dad might be in the wrong. He might be in the wrong. He might actually need to pay you. You get me? All right, cool.
This is why, and this is just from experience that I have from being in the truth and working command general, and working all the generals and seeing different councils and stuff. When somebody does something like this, once you do something dishonorable, in pursuing your justice, you dishonorable.
God.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't even. You see all that shit, but she quit her job and she perfected the what's this?
Sauce, ingredients.
The recipe, right?
Come on.
Well, bitch, go make your own sauce and start your own company. If you perfected it. You perfected it. Go make it. Go make go do it again. You didn't perfect nothing. You didn't know how to make the sauce if it wasn't for your daddy. You're lying. You're lying. Which woman you know quitting her job for a man? No, the sisters might hate me here. Which black woman you know quitting their job for a nigga?
No.
I listen, I ain't got too many gray hairs. Let me see. I got a few right here. I think I know what I'm talking about a little bit.
Listen, I'm rolling with you, sir. I'm rolling with you, sir.
She lying. She lying. She ain't quit no job. Ain't no black woman giving up no goddamn check for nothing.
That's right.
I'm telling you straight up and down.
And giving up them nails and them shoes. I can't see it.
She's not giving all of that up for nothing. She's always going to have what? Some little in-case insurance, escape money. That's some new term I heard the other day. Escape money. They're going to have that. She's lying. She didn't quit her job and move in and so there was adults when the thing was perfected. This nigga done, he a Benjamin. The thing was perfected before they was even born. he making that sauce all the time, and people telling him, man, this shit is good. You should put this in a bottle. How many of you all done told your ribs that?
All the time?
All the time.
Bobby got some banging jerk sauce, so luck ya.
Some sauce. The recipe, kill you. Listen, you see her come in there with the bags. She go in the kitchen and you hear in the blender going, you want to know what the hell she mixing. And brother, she done either jerk something, season something, or some after sauce to put on the food after. And you're like, damn, you should put this in a bottle. The thing perfected a long time. These broads is lying out.
So like I said, the sauce was probably perfected from his grandmother. His grandmother probably taught him. It was perfect from then. It's perfect from slavery. It just busted 2024. You get me?
That's all. That's all that happened. That's all that happened. You mean to tell me your whole life you with this man, and only when you reached adult you perfect a sauce he made and he a Benjamin? He from the Caribbean?
That's right.
People from the islands cooking with their feet from 5 years old. Cooking, like really getting in there and doing it. She's lying, She's absolutely lying. And I hope somebody who knows her hears me say it so they could go tell her so I could watch her make a fool of herself while she tried to prove she's not lying. They all lying. They're lying. If whoever came out against him is lying. Did all of them come out against him?
I know two. Got 8, but I know 2 came against him.
2 came against him. And it said, it says his $30 million fortune after she helped to develop a famous sauce. It's just a couple of them. It's just a couple of them. They probably the 2 dumbest of the sisters that would go take the money and go start some stupid invest in something and lose all the money. These white people waiting on your dumb black behind to come in there with $500,000 to buy some land that don't exist and take your money and go somewhere on the other side of Russia and you can't find them. The father probably didn't give them because it's simple and he know it's simple.
And the thing is this, imagine this is the irony. Your father didn't give you no money, so you go to the press and exploit him for money. which shows what you're all about.
Yeah. Yeah, ain't no sweat. I mean, they're going to get their just dues, man. They're going to get their just dues. But mark my words, these brothers lying. If they're not, I will apologize to them. Go ahead. I'll come on the live and I'll say, Salakia, I was wrong for calling you a greedy dumb hoe. Salakia. Go ahead.
Also with the same story, when he was crying on the program, I was reading the comments. You see in the video when he's like, I'm hoping one day my daughter's knock on my door. Everyone in the comments was gunning him, saying, "Yo, you're the man, you're the father, you're supposed to go find your children. You're a waste of a space as a dad," and blah 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 blah. So if you read the comments, you'll see how the world thinks. There was like, "You're the dad, you're supposed to find them. Why are they chasing you?" kind of thing. So if you could touch on that, sir, Salakia.
I definitely could touch on that, Dumgo. Listen, I like what you said. Dumgo is like, Scottie Pippen or Dwayne Wade. He just throwing it up there for me to dunk it in, brother. Listen, to water. I like what you're doing for me, Dumgo. To water. Okay, I'm gonna give this one out. Give me India Apocrypha. Hold on. Stand. I think it's Stand at their courtesy. Give me Ecclesiasticus 33 and 21. All right, I'm gonna definitely touch on that thing there, because once again, if this was men doing this, them same people who saying he's the father would say those are no good deadbeat men. Why don't they get a job? Just a bunch of lazy black men trying to live off their father. He's 60-something years old. Listen, Karate, what's the name of the veteran who came out in COVID and walk around with his little walker? Some old decrepit white man.
Oh yeah. And his daughter lives off his money.
And his daughter take all the money. And nobody is saying nothing about that bitch. Nobody saying nothing about it. And he raised, how much millions he raised?
A couple million. The only was mad because that money was supposed to go to charity, but they wasn't mad that she lived off the money, just the fact that she's took it for the wrong reasons.
Brother,
why they were mad.
He raised a few million. Some old man, because he come out his house in COVID and pushed the little walker. And they say he was so brave for doing that shit. Meanwhile, our woman going in the damn hospital and working with the COVID person, coughing up their lungs. They ain't get no millions. But this old man get millions. His millions he donated to charity before he died. His greedy white daughter took all the money from the charity. Nobody said nothing. She ain't go to jail, nothing. It's crazy. Give me the scripture.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 33 and verse 21. For better it is that thy children should seek to thee, than that thou shouldest stand to their courtesy.
That's it. I ain't got no more. Shalom. It's
right.
better that your children come find you than you stay or be in a situation that belittles your masculinity. It's better. It's better that your children, they grow up, they come to seek you after the fact, than like a puppy running behind them, like an abused dog. You ever see somebody who abused a puppy? The puppy just want to play and get fed, and they kick the dog, push down the dog down the stairs, and then the dog come back up and lick the finger, and then they slap the dog again. That's how they want black men to be. They want black men to take the abuse and then say, you a man, you the father, you should go find your daughters. For what? Why? Let me tell you what he should do. He should take that 30 million and put an ad in the paper and say, I'm looking for, how much children he have? 8? I'm looking for 4 graduates, recent graduates of whatever university, BSc. Must not have a husband, have no children, whatever. And he should go and make 8 new girls and give them new girls, them old girls' names. That's what the hell he should do. He should go make 8 brand new children and call all them new children them names, and then bring them on TV and say, yeah, I found my daughters. Look them here.
That's right.
Look them here. Like, people don't understand, man. People don't understand. He's a factory of children. He can make children. What the hell he running down some broad who don't care about him? What he doing that for? Go make another one.
That's right.
Because you perfected the art of everything. If she perfected the damn recipe, let her go make a recipe. Let her go put something on the shelf and get money. I'll continue with my sauce, and I'll go make more you dumb broad.
That's right.
Salakia.
So lucky, sir. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try get you an interview with Levi Roots and the daughter Salakia.
Come on, man.
we're gonna work on. We're gonna have to get you on there, Salakia.
Come on, brother, please, please. And listen, I understand his pain. I understand him feeling heartbroken. Listen, this brother here, even though he holding on to that 30 million, he deserved that. He a black man in Britain. He deserved that. But it pains him that his children turn on him like that. That shit is heartbreaking. It's one of those heart-wrenching things for a man where the shit could paralyze you spiritually, where you could get so depressed you don't have a desire for life anymore. You don't want to go outside. You don't want to do things that would normally make you happy. Probably might sit around. You probably might develop an alcohol problem. I don't know. But something like that could really destroy your spirit, which is why he needs to go get some young thing and make new kids.
That's right.
Make new kids. Some young thing and put on the cartel. Sit down on it. Sit down on it. Sit down on it. Yo, Rajdan. Birmingham girl them, but that's what he needs to do, and go make new children to put new joy in his life. Fuck them bros, they throw away, put them on the shelf. Brothers should always remember this. You are a factory, and as long as you ain't do wrong by no kids, if them kids decide to be evil ass, greedy, selfish monsters and reject you and abuse you and misuse you, Nike makes clearance shoes all the time and they don't care. $70, $40 clearance rack. Go make more. Go make more. Go make more. That's all. Don't worry about that shit. Go make some more kids. More kids who will honor you and love you and respect you and care for you. That's what he needs, brother. He needed some sisters. You know what? How this story would have been glorious? His daughters to come out there and say, I remember working for my father. And it wasn't like working for him. It was like being a part of his dream. And I quit my job. I told him, Daddy, don't worry. We gonna make it. And we made it. We made it. That would have been a glorious article to run. Instead, this heifer trying to carve up 30 million, which right now ain't no money. That ain't no money. Two winters in a mansion and the energy company take all that money out. Right now with what's going on in England. She's a greedy monster. Let's move on. I'm gonna talk about these evil broads all night.
Talk about the instigating you. Talk about whining you. Talk about whining you. Talk about throwing. I
ain't mad. Dumbo gave me the assist. I'm finishing that. I'm finishing. And listen, the comments. I'm looking at the comments. I'm looking to see who gonna start to cuss them out in the comments. I think I done run all the sisters out to the damn chat. Get on switch the channel.
Got one viewer left.
So like you said, you go that 2 winters in the mansion, which shows the brother's a bit smart because he still lives in the council house. So you can tell he's kind of smart with his money. So you can tell that if he gave them the money, he would have been reckless with it. So that's probably why he ain't gave it to them.
He's a wise brother, and knowing him as he's a Benjamin, right? Knowing Benjamin, parents, both mother and father, but especially your fathers. You have a Benjamin father who make it to that age and he have a little money. You best believe, brother, he done concoct some plan to make this money last and then go to the children in some sort of business or some land. He have something they don't even know about that's for them when he dies. Knowing how Benjamin's operate. I'm telling you straight. He has something somewhere. Some shop they're probably passing every day. They don't even know it belonged to him. And it's really for them so that when he passed, they have income coming in because he remembers how they worked for no money or whatever.
It's like you said, like what you said, you told me earlier, you can't take a woman's word for nothing. If it's even true, man. If it's even true, probably was paying them. They're probably just pissed because they want the full 30. Who even knows?
That's it. They probably don't to cut your slack. Don't to cut you off, but they probably go to him and be like, "You're living in the council house. You don't need it." You understand what I'm saying? They probably go to him and try to finesse him out of it, and he not doing it. So, like, we'll go ahead, Kev.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I got daughters myself, man, and daughters think you made out of money. Like, I want this. And you're like, listen, we got that at home, man. She's probably thinking, Dad, we got 30 mil. We can do this. We can do this. We can buy that. It's like, listen, stop being silly, man. And he's living in his means. So therefore, because he's a black man, living in his means, a cheapskate. He got it, but he don't want to spend it. and she probably asked him for money. He goes, no. He probably said, what for? He's like, I want to buy a Mercedes. Like this. You don't need a Mercedes, man. That Yaris she got is Tawab, man. It works fine, and therefore in her mind he cut her out of the will and he's holding back her money from her. That's how they see it. Who even knows if it's even true, man? The fact is, honor your father, man. Salakia.
That's it.
That's the fact of the matter, man. But Salakia, quick announcement. Make sure you're there tomorrow, 5 p.m. Leicester. Come on, where we're going to be? The Caribbean Center, 527 Maidstone Road, Leicester, LE0, 2UA, LE20UA, Maidstone Road, Caribbean Center. The I.S.U.P.K. Captain Mashak will be teaching a fire class, 527. If you're in Leicester, Derby, what else in East Midlands, Zangabar? Nottingham, all over the UK, man. UK is what? From the top of the UK to the bottom of the UK, it's a 6-hour drive, man. No, yeah, 6-7 hour drive, man. You can make it, man. Come through. It's gonna be fire. It's gonna be powerful. Bring your wives, children, uncles, aunties, nephews. If you're black or Hispanic, come through, man. We got got a nice room in there. It's gonna be nice. Come in there, ask your questions, write your question down from now, and make sure you land, man. It's gonna be powerful, man. Listen, I wouldn't miss it for the world, man. Make sure you land. So what? 5 till 7. Maidstone Road, the Caribbean Center. You can't miss it. It's a big center. It's got a big sign on there. It's put in your Google Maps, LE20UA, man. Make sure you're there, man. Shalom.
Yeah, man. Y'all come through, man. Send them questions into the UK page. You know what I mean? Send them into the UK page. Bring them questions in person. Even if you don't believe what we're saying and you just want to find out, come through, man. Come and see what Commander Yohanna been doing. Come and hear everything he done held down, for the troops in 1969, rocking. We're going to be doing this thing, man. Also, we have Passover coming up, man. Come down to our Passover in North Carolina this year, April 20th. The whole crew coming down to Passover, brother and sisters. We're going to be down there rocking it out, $200 US, which is about, 180 pounds for a whole week-long pass. I mean, all black party, lamb slaughter, kids party, kids, there's some Sky Zone shit for the kids, brother. I mean, I want to go get in there. It's just I ain't gonna do this.
Same, sir. I wanted to go there, but my it looked bad on my captainship, so I thought, I'm gonna keep my integrity.
I might have to tell everybody, listen, man, ship out. Let me get some fun up in this thing. They got some they got the paintball. The shooting paintball thing that they have with the guns, like it's a war game, like a war zone. A whole thing, and the Passover, lamb, bread, wine, feast of unleavened bread. And we're going to find a gun range in North Carolina. We're going to find a gun range somewhere.
Come on. You're from the UK, you want to bust that gun legally. In the UK, you know what I mean? You've never seen an AK in your life. You can bust one legally, man. You got to come true, man.
Yeah, man.
I'm patting. Like, a general has told me already. Me and Duncan, we're sorting. Tell me that I'm taking you my gun range. So I'm sorted. I don't know about anybody else. I'm sorted. You get me? I'm gonna bust that Draco. You get me? So it is what it is, man. Make sure you come through. Yeah, man. Make sure you're there tomorrow as well, man. 5 till 7. Ask you questions. Even if you disagree, man, you want to prove us wrong. You know what I mean? Don't take our word for it, man. Come get the knowledge. But again, behave yourself too, man, because security is gonna be tight. Salakia, you will be stopped. You'll be stopped at the door, patted down, no weapons. And just, come respectfully, but the wider sir for coming through.
Appreciate you all having me. Y'all get me hyped tonight. I might turn on a TikTok. I won't call Kazakh on a TikTok and talk about how evil some of these brothers is treating these brothers are. Yeah, I mean, by the time I'm done, they're gonna say, Captain Shaq really hate every broad. No, I don't. I want you all to do better. But the problem is nobody telling you your shit stink. You think you piss champagne and fart perfume your whole life. It's Salakia,
but yeah, man. Come through tomorrow. And listen, all you women out there that was vexed about what Captain Mashak said today, you angry. You know what to do, man. Come tomorrow, man.
Come meet me tomorrow. I'm better in person.
Yeah, man. You can vent all your frustration. You can listen. Levi's daughter, Brixton ain't that far, man. If you're upset and you want to voice your opinion, you know where we're gonna be at, man. You know what I mean? Come and say your side of the story, man.
That's right.
Say how wrong we are and how your dad This how awful and da. Bring it to us, man. We'll be here tomorrow at LE20 UA, man, the Caribbean Center. Make sure you land, man. For everyone coming to class, big up to everyone all over the globe, everyone in the UPK, brothers and sisters, to WADA. And we'll be here again next week, every Friday, 9 to 11 with that. I say shalom.
Shalom. Hey, Karafi and Ronnie Passover, couple of shows after.
Call one concert.
No, sir. You want to hit it?
I got it, sir.
No, sir.
Shalom, Israel. The I.S.U.P.K is hosting the Lord's 55th annual Passover with an all-access pass to the lamb slaughter, all-black party, scripture breakdown class, kids party, the Lord's 55th annual Passover, and the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Get your all-access pass at ISUPK.com, starting with April 17th events with the lamb slaughter at 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. in North Carolina. Make sure that you get involved. Make sure that you're in the house at 1921 Strickland Road, Clayton, North Carolina. Followed up on April 18th, Thursday, the all-black party. I.S.U.P.K concert series in Durham, North Carolina at the Durham Armory. Last year we tore it down, and this year it's gonna be a whole movie. Then Friday, we have the kids party with a petting zoo. On top of that, it's going to be held at the Sky Zone Trampoline Park with virtual reality included. Get your all-access pass at ISUPK.com. April 19th in the evening, General Mahaiman's scripture breakdown class. You already know we got the heavy hitter in the building, and it's going to be at the South Square Event Center. Make sure that you're in the house starting at 7 p.m. in Durham, North Carolina. Then April 20th, the moment you've been waiting for, the Lord's 55th annual Passover. Make sure that everybody's in the house, and it's being held at the last Black National Fairgrounds in Pittsboro, North Carolina, starting at 6 p.m. Also housing an actual slave quarters, which you will be able to go and take pictures and video footage in front of it. That's 191 Fairgrounds Road, Pittsboro, North Carolina, April 20th, starting at 6 p.m. with doors open at 4 p.m. for a brunch. Make sure you're in the house on time. Then April 21st, Sunday, is the Feast of Unleavened Bread at the Haiti Heritage Center, 804 Old Fayetteville Street, Durham, North Carolina. Make sure that you are in the house. If you have not booked your hotel room, there are still a few rooms available at the Millennium Hotel. Check the number. Make sure that you call. Rooms are only available while they last. The Lord's 55th annual Passover, hosted by the I.S.U.P.K.